Alright, what's going on guys, it's Liam here, and in today's video, I regret to inform you that I am officially done associating myself with Wizard101 PvP, and in today's video, I just really don't want to be here making this video, if I'm being honest guys. I love this game, and I really do, I guess I did have faith in PvP with what it could become, and I've obviously been talking to the developers for a little under 2 years, trying to help them make the game better, and unfortunately, things just don't seem to be getting better anymore. The reason I think this is better for myself and my content is simply because when I think about my day, the worst part about my day is when I get on and I have to stream was PvP. And it never used to be like this, guys. No, when I started out, I was a positive guy, right? I looked forward to PvP, getting better at the game. PvP's just kind of took its toll on me, made me a very toxic, bitter person, and that's reflected on my content, and I don't like that, and I don't want that going forward. A lot of you guys might not fully know, who I am, if you're a new viewer, or you haven't watched a lot of the channel. I'm a very competitive guy. I've been playing competitive games my whole life. FPS games, right? Like, Overwatch, COD, right? I've been top 500 in Overwatch in one season, and I've played with pro players on COD before. Also, I play a lot of Souls games, which are obviously some of the most difficult games on the market. So I'm no stranger to challenge and, getting good at things and playing to its peak performance, right? That's one of the reasons why I chose Storm to, get Warlord on and do PvP. I chose to play Storm at the most complex and difficult league. Storm is by far the highest skill ceiling school, at least at max level. So, I'm proud of myself for that. And if I could do that on a Storm, obviously I can do it on any other school. But I'm just kind of done with the game, and a lot of my reasons come down to, incentives, game design philosophy, and the developers just clearly showing they're not listening to the community. Even though, for example, 1/3 of my content has been talking about the meta in depth the past 6 months, just this one meta, right? That's excluding my streams, that's excluding other content creators like, Sauce out there, for example. That's excluding the developer Discord, the Rapid Rumble, and our DMs with the developers as well. So it's just kind of sad to see. And with this recent change, with Shield Gambits actually getting buffed when they're already the best Gambit and had little to no counters in the game, but they didn't actually nerf any overpowered strats or buff any underpowered one, just kind of shows how the devs are very disconnected from the community and don't understand what we're saying. And that's kind of why I think I'm gonna have to join, the PvP, I don't even know, man, the PvP hall of creators that just are done with the game, I guess, because this game just clearly does not respect me as a player or a content creator. The developers just don't, unfortunately. Like I said, I did the impossible on the Storm, on the highest skilled school, on the hardest and most complex league. I'm very proud of myself for that. And obviously I have 7 maxes, as you guys know, so it's not like I don't play the other schools or anything like that, right? I've gotten at least captain on every school, and I've gotten marshal on 4 of them, and warlord on 1, which obviously was the Storm, right? So I play every school, I understand how every school works in the meta, and the interactions, and even if I don't, I'll talk to other high-ranked players within my videos, right? I have videos with other people on my channel, right? Like 2 or 3 people, like the Kermit and Anthony one I did. I'll literally have them on my videos or on my stream, or I will DM other people who can't be on the video and include their input in my videos, but then developers just choose to ignore it and then make delusional changes like the one we've seen with the Nightmare update coming up here. The current direction the game is going, it's not consumer friendly, it's not going to ever be competitive, right? We've had some of the same problems for over a year now, right? We could talk about ELO, stuff like that, right? It's still a problem in the game. And I'm just kind of tired of it, man, It's really, really draining, and especially when there's a lot of harassment within the community. I haven't been getting harassed nearly as much as I used to, but it still is a thing that still happens pretty much every day. If you are a PvP streamer or content creator, whether you do something wrong or not, they will just do that because they're really weird. The rank system should be designed from the top ranks down, because then any player can actually, grow an understanding to the game and climb the ranks, right? We should not be balancing in the game around recruits and middle rank players. I know that's the majority of the players, but if you balance from the top skill level down, that means any player can rank up, and if you do rank up, that means you are a good player, right? Right now in Wiz, that's not the case. At the top of the leaderboards, we have boosters and people exploiting, essentially, to get rank, right? And then you have most of your player base that are, mid ranks, kind of low ranks, that understand some parts about the game, but just simply don't. So yeah, I'm just kind of done, and I'm out of patience, both as a paying member. I obviously don't have a membership anymore. I've said this for a while, and it just went into effect now. You can see that within my backpack space here. I'm in Safara because I bought areas when I was younger. I bought Wizard City to Safara. I canceled my membership, not happy with the game. I've made so much videos talking about the meta, and just nothing happens, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it, And like I said, it could be one thing or the other, right? You get harassed if you're a known person with rank, or you're a creator. You get harassed, right? That's just how it is in the PvP community. But then also for the developers to be ignorant about what's actually going on in the game, that's where I draw the line, bro. Listen, I can deal with getting harassed, but if you're not going to update the game and actually listen to the community, I'm out, bro. Or vice versa, right? If I'm not going to get harassed, whatever, the game can be bad. But I'm not dealing with both, bro. There's no way. It's actual insanity if you think you should keep on playing this game at this point. Like, by definition, it is ridiculous. We've had schools like Storm and Fire be unplayable for upwards to almost 2 years now, ever since 5th Age has come out. I know Storm had 1 or 2 good metas with Motorist and Betrayal, but balance has been good every meta. Death, Myth, pretty much. Anyways, I'm done ranting about that. The next thing I want to talk about are incentives, right? Because if obviously there's a poor meta and poor choices being made by the developers and you're getting harassed, maybe you're at least playing for something. You're going for a cool cosmetic reward, perhaps, right, guys? No. Tournaments have been gone ever since the start of 5th Age, okay? The Warlord gear is, obviously pretty ugly. I have the set on my Storm. The 5th Age set, pretty underwhelming. There's not really any cool pets or mounts you could go for, like in 4th Age, for example. The coolest thing I think the community would agree on is the cards. They're pretty cool, but everything else is pretty ugly, unfortunately. So you don't have a reason, or you're not incentivized to get into PvP. With the harassment, you're actually incentivized to run away from PvP. With the boosting and the exploiting, you're also incentivized to run away from PvP. With the barrier to entry to PvP, you're also incentivized to just not even bother putting the time in, especially when creators are complaining about how bad the game is. Why would you want to put the time in for the barrier to entry when nobody's happy about the product, right? That's another problem. And then, obviously, like I said, stale meta is where, the same 4 schools are at the top of the leaderboards because of the design choices by the developers who just clearly don't understand the game they're making anymore. So, that's the thing. Also, just looking at the numbers on the leaderboard and like my channel, the content I make, which is primarily around the top level of play, 1900 plus, when you actually look at things, right? Well, look at this season, there's 14 people that are 1900 plus. These are the same 4 to 5 people on the first page, okay? And then most of them also boost and snipe. Like half of the people that are on here, the 5 people, boost and snipe as well. So you maybe have a total of like 2, 3, I'd say 2 people on the first page that are legit in the game. So if that's what my content is predicated towards, and everybody below that rank, I know 1800 isn't that low, but 1700, 1600 recruit, obviously the stuff I'm talking about, you guys aren't going to experience and understand on my channel, right? And I do my best to explain things to people that obviously don't understand, but obviously it's hard to bring up facts when some people are just biased in general, right? So it's never gonna work out for the longevity of the channel. You know, if I talk about the highest level of play, but there's only like 2 people like in the entire game on the boards that understand what I'm saying, it's not gonna matter, you know? And if the developers choose to ignore things, what am I doing? You know, I'm just being negative, bitter, toxic. I don't enjoy it. You probably don't enjoy it. Even though I'm trying to be helpful to the community, the developers just don't care and they ignore it. So, like I said, I just think I'd be much happier not streaming PvP or participating in it anymore because I just have no reason to, right? No incentives, no good updates from the devs, harassment and boosting and exploiting in the community. There's no reason to stick around, guys. And if you guys are a Storm, Fire, or Ice player, like, I suggest you do the same, man. Just stop playing the game. I know, obviously, we don't have any Storms playing anymore. I think we only have Awesome the Sauce, so I respect him for keeping it going. But we went from, like, 5 high-ranked Storms to 0. Probably a total, like, almost 20 Storms in queue to 1. Like, just stop playing, guys, until the devs actually want to listen. I don't know what to do at this point. I've been patient. I've been optimistic the past couple of years, but it just seems like we're going backwards and not forwards, and maybe someday I'll try PvP again and take it seriously, but until they can fix the glaring issues with the game, I'm just done with it. I'm gonna choose to be happy, live my life, be a positive guy, make better quality, happy content as well for you guys, and yeah, I'll probably still make videos talking about, you know, raids and PvP, and I mean, because obviously I don't have to PvP every day to understand, you know, tempo and how the game is played and the meta, right? I can just easily read the notes with my experience and be like, oh, this is going to do that. This is what's going to happen. And once again, if you are somebody who likes my PvP content, I guess I'm sorry for this, but I really think it's going to be better for the longevity of my channel. I'm going to be happier as well, so I really hope you guys can support me through this, you know, decision that I am making. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. If you have any content ideas, let me know in the comments below, and obviously let me know your thoughts and feedback in the comments below as well. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching, and take care.